you guys, it's me Rishav here, and today I'm going to try out something like a bit different than what I usually do. I want to try out some survivor recaps because if you've noticed and I like videos and my recommended, I'm in love with the show now. So I've watched season 33 Millennials versus Gen X, and I have almost watched everything of season 34 Game Changers except for the finale. It comes on TV now in our country, and I just want to rank the game changer players, how much game changing moves they made. So yeah, let's get right into it. It's just my personal opinion. Don't get mad at me if your opinion just doesn't match. So, at number 20, everyone here has been pretty good, but I will have to go with Jeff Warner because he used to give a very justified vote, like Ken for Millennials versus Gen X, but he shouldn't have brought in many topics like transgendering of Zeke and all that stuff. So I think, even though I think player wise his strategies were not up to the alley for a game changer. I don't know, I just don't see him but I don't know. The game changers, everyone was pretty good. At number 19, I have JT. I never remembered him until he sent Malcolm home for no freaking reason at all. Why would you do that? And then he's so overconfident that he doesn't play idle, and even though he sends one of the most stronger players out and does one of the dumbest moves in Survivor history, he expects everyone would follow him. But I feel like Jeff was just a bit worse, but JT was very, very overconfident this time, and he just couldn't play. At number 18, I will have to give it to Sierra. Yeah. Basically because she was voted out in the first episode. But this lady had some potential to that throne. Because, even though they made the decision anonymous, Sierra had literally strategized with these people to a better extent. So I don't know if it made sense they took her out, but it's fine. She wasn't that big of a contender. So at number 17, I will have to give it to Haley. Haley is so sweet. She's one of my favorites. But she hasn't done any game-changing move to wipe everyone off. So I think that she had some, to a certain extent she's a game changer, but for the most part she isn't. So at number 16, I will give it to Malcolm because I didn't get to see a lot of him. Even in his evicting episode, I didn't get to see a lot of him. But the reason I don't give him lower is because he took Sierra out. So it's it makes sense that he had a lot of potential, but it just flowed away. So at number 15, I have Caleb. I don't know what to exactly say. Most of these people who I'm saying are people who have great potential to win, but were voted out because he didn't have the numbers, and he was the one targeted because he was a huge target. So Caleb was voted out. I know he's made some dumb moves, but he could have been but he had some strategy in him, which maybe other players I think didn't have that quality. Like he had something more strategic than the others, which just made him shine over the others. So that's why he comes at number 15. Yeah. Now number 14, Troy Zan. God knows how he made it to the final three, but he never even talks. I sometimes I forget he exists in the game, and then when Jeff is like Troy Zan, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's someone called Troy Zan. He never speaks. It's always like we've got this in the top, bottom, and he's always like he never speaks. Like never. It's very weird to like I don't know, he never really spoke or something like that. And he wasn't voted out basically because he was in the right side of the numbers and because of his good mannerisms, but he never had like he's not fit for winning Survivor. He can make it till the final three, but he cannot win. He can make friends, but he cannot win because he doesn't have the social game. I actually kind of liked him at like the when he wasn't in the right numbers. That's the time he went desperate. But after that, when he came to the merge, he seemed very comfy and just took a seat in the sofa. That will never work in Survivor. Number 13. Now that's a tough one, but I have to go with Tony. I wish I could see, like, if I could have seen him for like 4 more episodes, he could be in the top 5 of my rankings. But because he has such a great personality and he can play both socially and physically, which made him a very, very big threat. So, which is why I give him number 13, like, because he is like, even though he knew that Sandra could take the numbers over him, he always tried his level best, trying to flip Michaela, trying to flip Caleb, trying to flip Malcolm, and like that. So he just deserves a bit more, I know, but I feel like if I could have just seen a bit more of him, he could have been in a much, much higher rank. But I didn't get to see much of him, so yeah, that's why I can't help it. I have to give him the position he got. It just gets tougher from here on out. So, at number 12, we have Ozzy. Yeah. We have Ozzy because amazing physical player but terrible mental player. Like he's not a terrible player, but like he has the physical part of the game, but he doesn't have the social part of it like Sandra does. So it's like he needs to know that, like, considerably, since he's playing this for the 5th time and he has the most experience here, he should know what this game is made up of. But and he's always been like the guy who's like letting others decide for him. Like he's always the guy who's always letting others decide the vote, and he'll just go with it. And it's not like he doesn't have an option. Like Zeke, he may just try to make a move, but he doesn't want to make a move. So that's why, even though he has some qualities of a game changer, he doesn't have all the qualities of a game changer. Yes, so that's why he just comes there. Yeah. So this is getting tough. So at number 11, 1 minute, I have to give it a think. I will give it to Brad. Don't get like, no, basically, I'm giving this to Brad because, like, I don't know, he has captivated people to his side. He has survived tribals, but he's never played like a typical game changer like Sarah and anyone else. So it just puts that down. He's down in that perspective. And I feel like that's a very important part of the game. So yeah, he comes at number 10 for this season. Everyone here is pretty good at this point. Like pretty good. But now I have to give number 9 to Sierra. Sierra at the beginning was like she I don't know, she is a big game changer though, because she has taken Malcolm off. She's been a very big part for Haley. She has taken Ozzy off. She's just been part of Blind Sides and stuff. But like others have thought about the future. Sierra, on the other hand, has never thought that will this sixth alliance stay strong and or will anybody flip? But others have thought about that, which is why I'm giving 9th to Sierra and others a higher place. At number 8, okay, this is tough. I'm gonna give it to Andrea. She has been a target quite a few times. She's fought, but has she made moves which will give her big credits? I don't think so. She has been like a big game changer, but she's never been the deciding vote. You get my point? Like, she's never been the center of attraction. She's a physical threat, she is a mental threat, but she isn't a threat from the power position. She can't keep a power position out. I mean, who would take a person out of the 6 at the beginning? So I think she just can't keep the power position, but she is definitely a physical and mental threat. And 8th is pretty good. At number 7, I'll give it to Michaela. She is my favorite of all time. Oh, I nearly died when she was like, got evicted by that Jay, and that's the time I started hating him. She was like she wasn't my absolute favorite. I felt like she was very talented, and when she left, I was super shocked. So yeah, I was really shocked. This time around, however, many people could say she didn't make moves, but unlike Andrea, unlike many more people, she has made moves, because I'll tell you why. She's been the decider. She's beaten many people. She could have left instead of Siri, and then she could have flipped with Tony. She took JT out, and she did lots of stuff indirectly, and she has been one of the more powerful game changers for me. How aggressive she is. She has controlled it. She's concealed, and it was really hurtful to see her go with 7th, but she deserves that place. She really fought hard for it. She was the underdog the entire season, so well deserved. So at number 6, we have Debbie. Debbie is an old... Okay, I don't like Debbie at all. She called Michaela annoying. But she has to come in a higher position than Michaela, because she's very quirky and vulnerable, and she is just made for Survivor. She's an A liar, and she's just a very good A-grade Survivor player. But she takes everything really far, which later makes her a threat. and takes her out. She is one of my least favorites of all time, though, because I just don't like her. She talks a lot. Just being honest. But yeah, I have to give her 6. At number 5, we have Zeke. Zeke potentially got eliminated but it was a dumb move by Andrea. It didn't make the minimum sense to me that they took Zeke out. Like, what? Because I'll tell you why. Zeke is a very strategic player and he does agree that he wants to take Andrea. He would have tried to take Andrea out, but like, it was foolish of Andrea to take him out at that point of the game. Like, Survivor is about the right timing. So it wasn't the right timing to take Zeke out. But Zeke is a very strategic player. He has been a main character, according to me, in both the seasons. Like, Zeke was the main base in Jay Warner's elimination, and like, Zeke has played super strategically, and even when he's in the bottom, he tries to take people out so that he can prove that he's a game changer. And he's like a really competitive player, really deserving to the throne. So then we have Sarah, Cirie, and Sandra. These 3 have made some amazing moves, but I'll go with Sandra with 3. I just wish I could see her one more episode, and I'll give her 2. 1. But we didn't get to see her. Sandra played like a queen. I mean, even though she was a 2-time winner, knowing she had a huge target in her back, she made it past a lot of stuff. She tried to make Ty public enemy number 1 and did all these kind of crazy stuff. So that's why she gets 3. And wait, actually, I just did a mistake. Wow. So actually, I missed out Ty and Aubrey, you guys. So Zeke is actually number 6. I'm really sorry. I told it 4. I'm really sorry. So Zeke is actually number 6. And Sandra's 5th. I'm really sorry. So the people left are Sarah, Cirie, Sandra, Ty, and Aubrey. So that's why I'll still give her a 5. Because I just wish I could see her more. So at number 4, we have Ty. Ty has been a huge target as well for many things. But what made him a game changer is that he could find immunity idol thrice. Oh my god, that's not easy, you know. But that's why I give him 4, because he should be given credit for that. He was a grade player, He was fun to watch. In this age, he never gave up, and it showed to everyone around here that you can be anything. He's just a huge motivational person, and I would like to see him again. So yeah. Anyways, so now we go to the top 3 for real, which is Aubrey, Sarah, and Cirie. So I'll give number 3 to Aubrey. Yes, because, well, I mean, these 3 have been really strong, strategic, motivational players. And Aubrey, nearly every vote of Aubrey has been against her. And like, every single vote nearly has been against her. Every single vote. Like, nearly every single vote she's done has been against her. Like, she voted Sierra out, but instead Malcolm went home. She voted Michaela out, which I didn't like, but JT went home, thank God. So even though all of this catastrophe, she was able to come till the top 5. And I don't know, she made it till the finale, and it was harder for her than many other people in the game. So that's what distinguished her from others and made her go to the top 3. Alright, so now we have Siri and Sarah. So I will be ranking these 2 players at the next part, okay? So comment down below though, if you watched this season, who do you think deserves number 1 and number 2, and who do you think I'll give number 1 and number 2? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.